Yes, sir. 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 We have females among you. Please step forward to come with this females.
We can just leave it down. You, are you female? Aren't you female?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Introduction. Today is Tuesday, the 8th date of October 2024. The time is just 5 minutes after 2. Having briefly met with His Royal Majesty at the new palace building, new mini palace building, we are now here at our main palace hall. And the purpose of this very meeting is to call the reception to the chairman of the Ika South local government area, who have applied to pay a courtesy visit to His Royal Majesty today, and His Royal Majesty graciously approved that application. So that is why we are here. Like as it's always said, you don't introduce a father to a son, and we are aware that all of us are aware of our father's full identity, and incidentally he is seated on the throne. Firstly, before we commence with the actual business of the day, we have a tradition, and that is to present a bowl of kola to our August visitors, whereby the rituals will be performed through the breaking and blessing of the kola nut. As at this point, I want to give of His Royal Majesty to invite chiefs Gideon Okonia, Ime-Obi, and Kesta Utebo, then Kama Agbor, please step forward and assist us with this traditional rituals. But I need to know anything. Yes, sir. Sir.
Government ibelu anya Moni titi anya Ore bala anya Udenka bia wacha Oba hale ya rizolo Otome karene Okegelu ili kwewo Ola wati megu mwe wati muki Eho foreign crown prince Eho foreign queen Eho foreign prince Eho foreign princess Aba wazo Ehiwarior wazo Rane Franchiso Iye mendi chabo Iye mendi chedibude Iye mendi dibude Iye mendi odafia keze Iye mendi biagwa Iye memwabo Kandili olo kandili olo Ndili olo Ika wajija Ika wajirolo Oslobo nazo wetono Oslobo nabawa kalwa Ebufu karelo Onye we babo kabore Rana fa Jesu Mune ndibera honte ya manketa Chairman Kaya hiwi Ebufu kareno Utome kareno Mutono gibi ankona sukuma Kenya Mkenya sukuma kono Onye ulu ajukuro nuo Onu jande rulo Anihane babao Azakole ni baba Ochili moyo okun eho Rane pa Jesu
Obrigado, nono. Obrigado, nono. Obrigado, nono. Papai do Neveu. Otoatono. Otoatono.
Abo furinu de O Tommy, Ika Rane fa Jesu
Isa. Vamos logo. Posso ver aqui. Isa. 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 Isa.
Yes, sir. 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 Right on it, Phil. No, you people. Where do you hear me from? Yes, sir. Sir. Yes, 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 sir. Having performed the rites of breaking of code or not, I want to the executive chairman of the Ika South local government area to introduce himself and members of his entourage. Thereafter, inform his friends the purpose of the visit. When it be, he could dedicate his spokesperson to please do the introduction accordingly. All right, Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The chairman is accompanied here by the deputy chairman of the council, Honorable Mrs. Gloria Onyabo Amamosa. Right before there is the leader of the house, Honorable Lauds.
As everybody has already greeted one, just stand.
Okay.
Take a bow.
Okay.
Then next on the line is the head of personnel management, Mrs. Makwe Patricia Obageli.
Yes, sir.
The next is the treasurer of the council, Mr. Fidelis Obolu.
Yes, sir.
The HOD environment, Mrs. Dorothy Kachiku. The NOGA chairman, Mr. Nama Emmanuel. And the HOD Agric, Mr. Asiwe Bright.
Yes, sir.
We have on the line the commissioners in the local government, that is the supervisors. Mr. Calvin is the supervisor in charge of environment.
Yes, sir.
Right here we have Uyi Ihu Omorogbe, supervisor for finance.
Yes, sir.
We have Mr. Yes, the younger, the grandchild. Supervisor for finance. Yeah. Next on the list is Mr. Kevin Ehiwarior, supervisor for agric and natural resources.
Yes, sir. Any relation?
By coincidence. The next on the line is Mr. Jude Amoyo, supervisor for special duties.
Yes, sir.
And we have female councillors here. Councillor representing Ward 7.
Yes, sir.
Are all the councillors here?
No, some of them are not available. Then we have
Why are those councillors not available?
the leader will explain to us.
What I'm saying is, if the chairman is here, then why would any councillor not?
Yes.
That's true.
We have the head of administration in the local government, with the 2IC to the HPM, Mr. Loki Agedo.
Yes, sir.
Then on the Entourage, our brother, the former councillor, joined us here, Afozum Gubo.
Yes, sir.
Next to Loki Agedo is the PA, SA to the council chairman, Mr. Andoka.
Yes, sir.
Then next is Mrs. Vivian Irabo, one of the escrow recorders.
Yes, sir.
And Mrs. Ajayi.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I'm privileged to introduce to you the Chief Press Secretary to the Council Chairman, Jonathan Oka. He's the Pen Master of the Council. Then we have a copper servant at the Council. Your name, please. Precious Abakoba.
Where are you from? I hope we're treating you well. You wouldn't say yeah.
We have one of the entourage here is Madam Mrs. Christie Hillary Anthony. Though she's from here, but she has all English names attached to her.
Hillary.
I think the personal assistant to the council chairman is here, Mr. Kaliko Ejime.
Yes, sir.
And all of that, the PA to the vice chairman is equally here too.
Yes, sir.
And all of that was persons who came to join us in this entourage. But there's the occupant of Oki is here. Ben
Yes, sir.
Peter Mary, stand up, let me recognize you.
Yes, sir.
But this is one of your sons who has been hiding from the palace. And I wanted to come back to see you.
And let's stand up back.
Stand up. Just look for back way. One.
Spark Osakwe.
Back.
Are you doing as if you know?
My passionate appeal is that they should be reinvited to the palace so that they can showcase their talent. Thank you, Baba. I think I'll hand over the microphone to the council chairman.
You don't want to introduce your humble
I am Mr. Aluga Bakanji, Secretary, Ika South local government, who just left and handed over to himself.
Baba Nitonefi.
Yes, sir.
I observe everything. So at this juncture, Baba, first of all, I want to thank you for granting us the privilege to visit you this wonderful day. And luckily for us, it's coinciding with the time we are celebrating our Yam Festival. So we thank God for this. Exactly on the 15th of June 2024, we came to this palace to seek your blessing as we are in the political terrain seeking for support to be elected as the chairman of this local government. That particular journey was led by one of your chiefs, Chief Oni. Our party leaders were also there alongside our party chairman. You gave us your blessings. You gave us your advice. And exactly on the 15th again, a month later, 15th of July, I was sworn in as the chairman of Ika South local government. So it means that our visit and our choice of that date on the 15th of June, preceding the 15th of July, was destined by God and by ancestors. And it's very obvious that the confirmation of your blessings that very day was what led to our emergence as the mayor of the local government. So Baba, today we have come to just perform a very simple thing, is to thank you for the maximum support we gain from the royal throne of Agbor. And also to let you know that that very day that we visited, we made a passionate appeal that the support should not end just after the election. Now I'm here to stand to tell you, Baba, that truly we have been getting support from your chiefs and the Agbor people. I do know that since our emergence, I'm always with you. And today we said we must come up in a much more formal way with the management team to come and pay you this royal visit. Hence, we are here. But one thing that I'm always proud of, that I'm happy about, is that in your presence, in one way or the other, we get to learn a lot of things. And that started from what happened while we were at the other palace. That little talk just went a little further to deepen our rich cultural heritage to our people, our visitors who are here. Moving from that place down to this place with this vintage roof, make them to understand that truly Agbor is an old tradition that we are proud of. And I know that for some visitors who are here for the very first time, going back, they have one or two stories to talk about Agbor, and how we are so proud of our culture and how we showcase our activities. So Baba, it's never like Mami, and to let you know that the journey, though it's been turbulent, because we all know that when it comes to administration, you also need resources and other things to work. I remember when you gave me a call during the bad governance protest, you said you have received the baptism of fire. So it's been turbulent, but with support and with encouragement from our people, I'm sure that we have been doing our very, very best. And at times when I sit in my little office, very small office, it's not as big as the one I was occupying a few months ago when I was commissioner. So when I sit in that office, you also look at the support we are getting from Agbor people. Question, are you sure you can do things to their satisfaction? But I've come to realize that in our context today, our people are not looking for 100%. They just want to make sure that at every point in time when they call you, you avail yourself, you are not found wanting. And secondly, they just want to understand that that little that you do, that they so much appreciate it. So I'm here to tell you, Baba, that the little things we have been able to do within these few months or that we are doing, our people are happy and they have been encouraging us, and that is spurring us to do more. And I stand here to assure you that we'll continue to do our best till the very last day in the office. And I know that in this course of our administration, we may face with one or two challenges. Some you have also delegated me to see how we can look into, especially the issue of the Oki community with the University of Dein of Agbor. That I'm sure that we have been probably briefed by your chiefs, and we are doing our very best, and I'm glad that we are getting to the climax of the whole situation. And also, concerning the local government administration, I've always said it, even when we went to functions in Abuja, we told them that if truly we want to achieve development down to the grassroots, it means that the National Assembly and Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Policy will see how they can restructure the sharing formula. Because from what we get, it's as if local government was never designed to embark on major capital projects, but to consolidate on the existing ones. But we know that times are changing, and people are yearning for a lot of things, and as such expectations are also high. So it means in your discharge of duties in the local government, there must be to a high level of financial discipline and also a top-notch managerial skill. That we have been doing with the corporation, from the head of personnel management, the TAG and other management staff, and most especially from the legislative wing being led by our brother Honorable Linus. So Baba, I'm also here to reaffirm and to let you know that we're actually getting the necessary support from the Agbor people, from the council. We are doing our very best, and will continue to do our best to the end of our people. Currently, some of the projects we have embarked on, because we've told ourselves from day one that we must look at projects that are people-friendly. Projects we know that they are all people-oriented. And hence, when we look at our Liami community, that is the community that is hosting the university that we are proud of. And as someone who was brought up from that place, I do know that one of the things they have been praying and been asking for is to get a modern market. That, as we speak, Baba, just today is making it 2 weeks that we lay the foundation for that market. It's a market with about 70 open shops and 10 lock-up shops with a modern abattoir. And I'm glad to tell you that with the way we have been able to manage our resources, that project has gone far, that this video will commence roofing of that market. There is an old road in the Ika South local government. As far as that road is concerned, as far as the residents are concerned, that road has never gained attention from government. And we sat back in our management boardroom. We looked at some of all these things. We said we must choose one we know that if we're able to do that, it will give us a mileage as a local government. And it will also help to reduce the pressure on our popular Lagos-Asaba road. On that note, we embark on a capital project to construct the Abudi Street. That project is 1 kilometer and 50 meters with 2 side drains. We are so passionate about the project. We have been monitoring the activities of the contractors to make sure they meet up to expectation. As we speak, Baba, it's a project with 2 side drains with 3 discharge points. That project at this moment, as at a few days ago, the drain on both sides have got into Urubo Street, and they're now proceeding to get to Imudia Street. And by the grace of Almighty God, if though we are doing our very best, but we pray that resources will be available. The idea is to make sure that we complete that project before the end of November. Then, we also look at the nature of Ika South local governments. And our people say first impression matters a lot. For those who are coming from Edo State, how do they see our local government? we now know that there is a market that is sharing boundary with Edo State, that is the Adefikele market. And we discover that even on Sundays, the people that come to that place, there are some of the people, some of our mothers who are trading there. They have regular customers in Lagos, in the east. There are some they no longer come, they just give them their card of business, they have been able to establish business relationship. They just give me their items. And I know that growing up, though I'm not old, we are still growing. I know that growing up, I know that there are times that when you pass through that place, you will see the kind of luxury cars that parked at this market just to get that place, because they know that Agbor people are known to be very, very hardworking. They are very, very industrious. And I said, if this is the first thing you see when you're entering Agbor, let me have a survey about that place. I looked at it, I was able to put some of the community leaders together to know what the challenge may be. When I discovered that one of the major issues they have is that when these foreigners come, when they are pressed, they start looking for any place to go and visit themselves. There is no borehole, there is no toilet facility, and also the market behind is in a very, very bad shape. So we tried to embark on the construction of a modern toilet, a borehole facility, and also to put the main market in a very good shape. That we are doing on that project is almost 60%. And thereafter, we also went down to the ADK market. We've looked at the market. It's a very wonderful place. The location is top notch. It's our hope and prayer. I don't even this morning, I was also discussing with the HPN on my thoughts about the market. It's something that if we actually want to put it in a good shape, it's capital intensive. But first, it's not just to do, you must look at the future of the market. It's a market with a road in between. If I decide to deploy resources to do erosion control measure to flood the entire distance, that is the only way you can save that road whenever that road is tight. So after putting the money, the structure itself, is it, can we put like almost 100 million just to jam and flood that market? It's an issue. If you say you want to do that road, after doing that road, what about the erosion from both sides? It's an issue. The reason why I'm actually not moving fully into the market. But what I just did is to look at the market being what I did as an engineer, like you just said. Engineers are known to be able to improvise solution where it seems that it's not feasible. So what I did is that the market, because of the location, it's a market that also defines the look of Agbor and they define the look of Ika South local government. So by the entrance, we discovered that the houses are brothers and some foreigners there. They have messed up the entrance to the market where they sell their fruits and everything. So we decided to move them out of the place to build a modern fruit market, fruit stand. And that project, I know that hopefully by next they should be roofing that place because they're almost done. And as a boarding politician, I also do know that government believes in continuity. Government is continual. We have a bridge that was initiated by the previous administration, a very novel idea. And that bridge, if completed, we also have to move our people down to ADK. It's going to be another access point to that ADK market. And now we look at the resources before us. We said we must manage this best. In the course of this, we must make sure that some of these projects they don't suffer setback. Hence, we decided to continue on how we can complete that project. At the moment, last month, we deployed some resources that have covered that bridge, and I also told them to create a point for solar street lights. And I know that by the grace of God, very soon, the issue of that bridge will be completed under our watch. It's also important that I note, Baba, that in all, by the 15th of this month, it means we'll be driving towards 3-4 months in office. The reason why we are doing all this is because we have vowed to our people that we'll continue to give them the best. We know that times are hard and the demand is high also. We'll continue to do our best to the admiration of all, and most importantly, for those that believe in us. And I've told you, Baba, that if I fail, which, God forbid, it means I've succeeded in failing you. Because over time, in private and in the public, I've always told them that you have confidence in me, your son. And I'm here to reassure you that it's on that I'm leveraging on to make sure that I don't fail you. And I know that if we continue to hold on to that, we'll end up being a better person and good administrator. We'll continue to do our best. Aside all this capital project that I've mentioned, engagements, conflict resolution, I've not discovered, like what I told someone, I've always telling my brother Chief on it, that this work is like it's a community work. Because on a daily basis, the last time I told my front desk officer to just get me an idea, just take note of the number of persons we do attend to. And I discovered that in the average, there is no day I don't attend to like 45 persons. The average. So when you get to the local government, you now begin to ask yourself, someone said, so there is no issue we don't settle in that place. So even as we settle, the ones that has cultural and traditional coloration, I'll call Chipone, one of my friends, so we'll continue to do our best, and I'm happy that our people actually are encouraging us, because peace truly is the prerequisite for development. So whatever we are doing and whatever I've been able to achieve is because there is peace in the local government, which I've always yearned for, which I've always campaigned for as the Secretary of Southern Traditional Rulers Council. So we'll continue to do that. And we know what you stand for. We'll never let you down. We are reassuring you, we'll never let you down. Yes, on this note, I want to thank you, Baba, for your continuous support, which we know you never leave us afloat. I want to thank you for your continuous support, and also, by extension, the entire Ika South people. They have been doing very, very well. They have been doing very, very well. Even the Agbor people, they have also been wonderful. And it's our hope and prayer that with this peace, we'll be able to consolidate on it. We'll do our best, so that at the end of the day, we all can still come to this place to say thank God that we had a successful tenure. Once again, thank you very much, and God bless you, Baba.
Vice Chairman, how you're doing and how you're supporting your chairman and how you see things. What's your own point of view?
Baba, thank you. I want to thank you for the further support you have been giving to us. On the day we came here, during our to come and consult you to tell Father, look at where we are going to. And when we came here, you gave us blessing and you sent us the message. And by the special grace of God, you stood by us. For my chairman, by the special grace of God, I don't see him as my chairman, I see him as my brother. We work together, we protest together. I believe by the special grace of Almighty God, we make Ika South proud, and will make you proud. That at the end of our term, people of Ika South will testify of it by the special grace of God. Me and my chairman and the others along with us said, we will make Ika South proud. He is my brother, not the chairman. Baba, thank you.
In the child one, you go down here,
Chairman, always very, very good to discuss with you, have you around, have you visit the palace. Oh, please, Kanji, once again, my condolences for the passing of your father. He was a great man and he has been greatly missed at the palace for many years. I'm happy that he's resting now. And thank you very, very much for putting the family together.
Congratulations on your second approach. No problem. So, Chief Arnie, thank you very, very much for playing a busy double-sided role, a very difficult role.
Likewise, our chief.
Okay. Please, those chiefs that are involved. My dear auntie, I have not seen you for a very long time. Why are you looking at me? You're very welcome.
I traveled to London, Papa.
You're welcome back from the London. So, I don't want to keep you too long. You guys have been here for a little while now. Simple things. Thank you for hitting the ground running. All of you that are here, if you want a new Nigeria, if you want a different Nigeria, then you have to start from where we are now. Okay? It's the change from the local government up that's going to make the real difference. Okay, like I said on the other side, some of you are now in a privileged position that you've not been in before. Don't do what the normal politicians turn around and do, and all of a sudden, because you're in a position of power, you think that you're better than others, you don't pick your call anymore. In fact, any of you who stops picking your call, may God, when you call God, also not pick your call. Any of you who chooses to see something wrong that the chairman should know about, but because you're afraid to lose your job, or you're afraid that he won't like what you're going to tell him, may God also hide the bad things that are coming to happen to you. You see, this country, we're failing because we don't tell each other the truth. Same thing to you, chairman. Do not turn into a chairman that his ears are blocked. Do not turn into a chairman that knows everything. Allow people to tell you, sometimes even what you might not want to hear. To be a leader, you must be a good listener, or you will miss so many things. When you're a leader, unfortunately, you're at the head of the pack. Being at the head of the pack, driving the car, driving the boat, driving the ship of state, you can only look forward. If you look back, the ship will start doing this. You have mirrors, yes. But those mirrors can only show you so much of what's happening behind. All of these people around you are the rest of your eyes. So you have to listen to everybody. Don't think that because somebody is very, very low down, they can't give you information. Even the most insignificant person is actually significant. So please do not fall into the trap that so many of our leaders fall into. Especially this picking of phone. You asked for the job. Your phone is going to be very busy until you leave the job. You asked for it, so you pick those calls. Of course, the rest of you also know the job is very, very difficult. I'm telling him to pick his calls, but at the end of the day, if I send him a message at 6 o'clock in the morning, by the time he wakes up, he has additional 70 to 80, 90 messages from other people. It means that the one that I sent him at 6 a.m., he might not see that. These are the realities of the job, which is why he has all of you to take up the slack, to take the messages. But please, somebody passes you a message for the chairman, it's not your message. It's not your message. Do not personalize it. Take it to the owner of the message and take it on time. If somebody gives you a message to give the chairman, now, today, don't wait till Friday to give it to him. That's not fair on him. And it's not fair on the person that passed you the message. Learn what it really means to be your brother and sister's keeper. Learn what it really means. So please, as you go forward, work together. This is the difference between Oyibo and us. We are very emotional. I like Oyibo for one reason. An Oyibo person can dislike you. But as long as the two of you work well together, that work will go on. And you will never know that these two men, they don't like each other. They come to work in the morning, they'll greet themselves, they'll do a perfect job, very good company. But they've never ever seen each other outside of work because they don't like each other. But they've understood that we might not like each other, but we work well together. Once you introduce personality into your work, you will fail. You cannot like everybody in life. But your job is not about like or not like. Your job is simply a job. Give us an example of what we've not seen in Nigeria. The change from Nigeria has to start from somewhere. And I'd be very proud if it would be from this local government. If we could set that example. Allow your people to talk, Jerry. Don't bone face with them. Don't start shouting at them. Once you start having a go at them, shouting at them, they'll be afraid to tell you what the truth is. In fact, some will even see what's coming that can harm you. They won't say anything. So please, gentlemen, ladies that are here, work in synergy with each other. Tell each other the truth. Don't just come here to come and make the small money you can make. Nigeria is in a mess because everybody is trying to make the small money they can make. That's what's led us to where we are today. And believe me, we're not in a good place. We're not in a good place at all. And the people to blame are sitting right here. We are to blame. It's not our leaders. Our leaders come from us. Our leaders are us. How many Nigerians truly, if they were given the place to be in shoes of some of these leaders, would do anything different? They'll be doing the same thing. I've been here for 24 years. I've been hearing people say, when I get there, when I get there. 24 years, you've been getting there, it's the same thing. Worse still are those who have been there for years and you're seeing the place scattering and you still want to continue to do the same thing. This is ludicrous. So this is your own slice of the pie, Ika South. You can do with it anything you want. You can fail, you can succeed, or you can be innovative. If you're innovative and you succeed, you will have the whole people around you and the sky is your limit. If you want to do what everybody else does, you will come and go just like everybody else. Be different, do something unique. Looks like you've already started that way. Please continue that way. I do not know if any of my chiefs might have anything to say to you. Any of you, any words of advice, anything you're concerned about? Oh, something was brought up to me I didn't mention. Thank you very, very much for all the cleaning of the gutters and everything that you're doing. Don't worry, I'll send you to go and live with him afterwards. This is your clapping. He hasn't seen you yet, have you? Please see him small when you finish. The clapping has been. So, the only issue that we're having, because this is a slope down here, as you better the drainage, unfortunately what happens is that all of the dirt starts coming down towards here. So I will need you to use your engineering brain and just see what can be done to mitigate that. You will also obviously have to help us speak with the state government, because this is probably a bit above you. So try and get in contact with some of your colleagues, some of our people in the state government, our House of Assembly member, and discuss with them how do we protect this area from all of that. Please look into it.
Chief Hillary, yes. Chief Hillary, go afterwards, huh?
Monday to night view. Honorable Chairman, without a shadow of a doubt, Baba, he's doing very well. But let me just point out two things. Chairman, you need to help us with these people pouring refuse in the drains. If it rains, if you come to Marere by Imudia, you'll be shocked at what you will see there. People who live around you, you see them pouring refuse in the drain. If you talk to them, they begin to quarrel. So I think you should have a serious task force.
Madam Environment, I was going to say this to you earlier.
A serious task force. Have your people drive around when it's raining. Just catch a few people and set example with them. Maybe other people will listen.
I've said it before. Look, something that you could think of doing is, each street, if you're not able to find the individual that's pouring the refuse, find the entire street.
Because during the last administration, I had to come and see the former local government chairman. Like on my street, DLA is trying to make the roads, they've done the drains. But if you go there now, you'll be shocked at what you will see. People just come out from their house, do their cassava, they just point on the street. Now, someone like me, if I talk now, because he's a chief, he wants to oppress us. I don't want all those kind of things. And second, the chairman, please see to the issue of people doing street trading on Baliki and Akbeni Street. It's just an eyesore, complete eyesore. I thought they said they had a task force that, because I think last year the people came from the market and said that some of the council staffs are their accomplices. Let me just put it that way. And when they come, they give them money, they turn the other way. So please, Chairman, you and your team, see what you can do, especially that drain. People pouring refuse. The other day I went to see my colleague, Chief Utebo, front of his house. He didn't even know. I was the one who saw and said, Chief, what's going on here? This is a refuse dump. That's how bad it is. They don't even care. Just catch a few people, set an example. Maybe other people will take a cue from there. But the later I feel.
Our Honorable Chairman, I'll let you watch what His Majesty had just said concerning drainage. I'll thank you very much for clearing up the drainage, but I believe some of your staff, those that did the job at the end here, were stopped from proceeding further. And my attention was called to it after you guys have gone, and I went to see the place. When it rains now, the water will flow into the drainage. There's a drainage there. The water doesn't flow there, so all the sides of the roads is filled with water. But maybe you can cut out them back and see the side so that we can investigate this out, because the level of sand by the fence of the palace is very high. And if we let it stay, when it's too much, it might affect our fence over there. So take a look at it. I will be chairman. About the point on anything.
My brother, I'm able chairman, comrade engineer Jerry Owanibi, Ehiwarior, we're very proud of you, you've been doing very well. I must say that I love your working in synergy with your counterpart, unlike my time. Well, I only have one point to make to you. Maybe you will step up from there. We have a very beautiful edifice built by our former CBN governor. We have a very sophisticated medical equipment that is lying down fallow, unutilized. Now we have our university. So I'm pleading on behalf of our great crown, Abokeno, so you can meet your counterpart, most especially the Commissioner for Health, so that place will be able to utilize that property there, the medical materials. Now we have the one in the central hospital, the central hospital I'm talking about. So the trauma center and all that. So we have the very powerful, sophisticated medical materials. I was really surprised when our Royal Monarch and some of our chiefs here will visit that place. I was really amazed with the powerful thing our former CBN did. So look into that issue, please. Bye-bye to Engr.
Yes, sir.
I want to go to where Baba just pointed. My engineer, sir, the topography of Ime-Obi is well understood because of drainage. Please combine yourself with the state and even with our brother in NDDC. What we need is how to empty water into a very good drainage. And the most possible way is how to get a wide drainage towards the river. And two, the river is also on a menace. If there's anything to be done at the level of Baleke or Charles Street, no, Marere, if there's anything to be done within Uromi Junction, let us look for where we can find flyover and then raise the bridge like what was done in Old Road by the river. You find now that if we don't dredge that place in the next few years, it's also a problem. Because people coming from Asaba now, the water, if it is falling, is just at that place. If you don't know, the moment you enter it, you slip into the river. So, and for the palace, the drainage on the Obi Road, that is the one leading to Royal Junction, the topography is two ways. By Orikeze, it flows here. After Orikeze a little, it sends down. If it is a step drainage that could empty half inch, 1 inch, until later it drops in. Sometimes they do this cyclonic drainage system. It empties into a well. It reduces flow. And when it fills up again, it starts flowing. Please, you know the language you use in engineering. Baba, thank you for stepping that out. Thank you.
Some of the issues raised actually, we've been attending to them, like the issue of refuse now drains. The major problem we're having is that, which I've always told them in various stakeholders meetings. Now the issue of environmental sanitation is not just what government can do now. It requires the collective responsibility and effort from everyone. Because if we come to a particular place, or let me say, we want to clear all the debts, the refugees in Agbor, it's not me that will still come and tell them in their various homes that, come on, why did you drop this? It's not possible to monitor. So it means there must be, first of all, personal physical discipline so that we're able to achieve a cleaner environment. And that is why I'm so much in line with what you said, that if they're able to use 1 or 2 persons as scapegoats, then they will comply. So on that note, what we did, we were able to consider a task force that is led by one of your sons. Abai has been doing very well, working in synergy with the Department of Health Environment. So I told him, because of the nature of our town, our people, this is a government that is very, very close to the people, very, very close to the people. So if you don't take some measures, they have a way of rubbishing someone's name. So I told him that before you take any action, you must give them at least 2 weeks or 21 days notification. Which recently now, when we had a meeting, that was actually about a week ago, he told me that he has served all of them letters concerning the issue of the dropping of refuse dumps in all these drains. Thereafter, we can now use mobile courts to discipline some of our these entities. And I'm sure that by the grace of God, once we're able to do 1 or 2 things, then the message will be heard by. Concerning the Baliki street trading, I know that he has been there. He also told them that they should please see how they can stop trading on the shoulders of the road. He has gone there, and the same thing he has done. He has actually passed them, because getting to that place, the kind of people you meet, they are elderly people. So even me, that is why for some time I have not visited there. I just told them, go and see how you can enforce, because they have a way of kind of emotional blackmail. When they can last one, I'm treating my children for this little thing I'm doing, you know. So I told them, should I just tell them that, do. Because aside the fact that they are defacing the environment, what comes to my mind is, what if a vehicle mistakenly face brake? What will happen? It's just like when I was coming from, when we were coming down to this place, when you get to our market here, and you see the street trading that is ongoing. And maybe later I will tell you that in private, the measure we took and the rest when I got. So when you look at the aside, we're also looking at their own security. Should it mistakenly a vehicle face brake, what happens? It now be another massacre. So when we are telling some of all this, it's not to undo them, it's also to make them understand that when you move into the market, definitely people will locate you and you'll be patronized. For the Palace Festival, we should take a measure to protect. As we are leaving, the HOD and the supervisor, they are here. They will go and check it. I can assure you by the grace of God, not in next week, it will be attended to. Definitely. For the Central Hospital, I was visited by a chief. I know I visited that place when I was Commissioner for Power and Energy, and I dragged the Commissioner for head there. When I heard that our brother, the former CBN governor, was able to put out that facility. Well, you see some of all this is also, maybe some people, because maybe if you are not from here, you feel that they are not their own now, but no. I know that the Commissioner was mad at the then CMD. Because the question they asked him, the issue was how to put some of these facilities into use. And then that has to be said, is that why you put that route? Because it was or site by that time that told that there's need for me to go and visit that place. And I said, he told me, he said, Commissioner, I know the IGL they are realizing from this place. He said, I know that if you are telling me that maybe something of 2 million that you're waiting, because actually for you to spend, they must write to the ministry. He said, if you are telling something of 2 million, you are waiting for us to come down, and you don't want to mix up the IGL. He said, he said, I will take it up. He said, don't worry, I will look there. He said, let's just inform. So I'm surprised that, and then also, they talked about the electrification. That was one of the major things that dragged me there, to see how they can draw this thing. I think we are on that before I was called upon duty call for me to come down to contest. So definitely I will visit that place. Let's see if it's something we can take up, especially the issue of electrification. If it's something we can take up as a local government. But concerning the trauma center has been donated to the university. So the only thing that, it has been donated to the university. The only thing I know that the Vice Chancellor called that please that we should see how we can clear the people trading behind the trauma center. All these our brothers from the north that did some kind of makeshift structure, which we went there and will not clear the entire place, so it will be befitting to the neighborhood of such a trauma center. That we have done. So at the moment, the place is being run by the University of Dein of Agbor. So I know that definitely have any challenge. It's something they can do from the management or through the state government. Then our keeper he talked about the issue of flyover. These are highly capital intensive projects that it requires the state or even the federal government, not even the state, because for you to do flyover across the road as this federal government, and you give us a link if we're able to reach out to our brother who is the NDC chairman. People can put us together, and then Baba also puts his works, then they can see. And I think if at all this is the right time, now that they are preparing their budget, if I think this is the right time for them to take on that issue. I understand that some of what this is because of the topography of Agbor. That same topography also has also gone further to define us and place us in a very wonderful map. Because even at night, when you look at the view of Agbor, you know it's a beautiful city to be on. So, but we know that some of all this also come with little challenges. But as we move forward, we'll continue to do our best to see how we can continue some of all these things. Like you said, if you're able to look at the program, get this charge point at every level that can reduce the speed of the water. Definitely with that it will be ameliorated. So thank you very much, Baba, for the privilege.
Baba, the intervention. While the chairman was coming, we came to see our Baba with this packs of drinks, a bowl of cola nut, and an envelope attached to it. Meanwhile, before we got in here, we had 2 cows tied outside for the Yam Festival for Baba and the Council of Chiefs. So we thought it wise to come alongside with these items. You know, it's been long we came here, but now that we have come officially, it will be a regular visit. Thank you and God bless you, sir.
Members of this magnet team, His Royal Majesty appreciate your visit and has informed me to graciously accept what you have brought to him in good faith. Thank you very much.
I said that because we have some other visitors and this is not your palace, so you can come here anytime.
Maybe I will come this time.
Anytime you want to come. Let's take a
you will send you